Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. And I think you can see from here, we are coming to you from our studios. It's the Capital Region International Airport. And so we asked our landlord in, actually the CEO of the Capital Region International Airport, Nicole Noll-Williams. And, let me start out with congratulations. No joke. That's a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's quite an honor to be Airport Manager of the Year for the Michigan Association of Airport Executives.
That's incredible.
It's a great honor, and to be selected by my peers for this, and it's an honor.
So let's talk a lot because in your industry, you don't sit at many tables and see a bunch of people like you.
No, it's evolved. Women in leadership in the airport world. So, and it's evolved because you think back to how airports were run years ago. It was very much of military, right? And a lot of people that came back, a lot of men that came back from the military, came into working for airports, working in operations, and slowly moved their way up. And you didn't have women in those roles back then. So I don't see this as being we've been. A thumb's been put down on us in this industry. I think it's an industry that's evolving. And so you're seeing more and more women as airport CEOs. I think the last study I saw was right around 18% of women across the United States run airports. So it's continuing to increase. But, the best thing is I've got a really great board, and I've got an incredible team here at the airport. My staff is amazing. And in a community that gets it, that understands what we're trying to do, that we're trying to make changes, and that they need to get engaged and involved for these changes to come together. So it's been a real pleasure being back here in this role.
Well, listen, I know you, and I know that you always defray this stuff from yourself. But all those things, you can have great players, but if you don't have somebody making a team, they're not going to win.
Yeah, it's been really a lot of fun, and really the team. We're taking steps to make sure our staff is getting the benefits. They're being taken care of. They've got the equipment that they need to have. That we're making sure that we're updating and making the changes and enhancements that we need to for both our employees, but as well as the consumers.
Yeah.
I want folks to be able to come out to the airport and have a place to sit and lounge for a few minutes before they get on a plane, and whether that's in the Spartan Landing or after security upstairs in that lounge area. There's restaurants, and there's the Market 24/7. It's adding these easy features for people to be able to come in and out of the airport and make this a very seamless process.
That Spartan Landing is really cool, too, because I have trouble keeping my staff in here. They want to go out and see the World Championship of 79.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I keep saying we got to take a picture of all those individuals in that screenshot and say, "Are you in here? Where are you in the stadium?"
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah,
fun stuff.
And again, that was part of a partnership with MSU Athletics.
Yeah,
and working with Alan Haller, who again another great advocate leader in the campus, and we've been able to partner on a few projects, and we look forward to being able to maybe talk about some other things down the road.
Well, you talk about building a team, too. Alan has done a great job out there as well.
Yeah.
You're hosting an event here pretty soon, and it's pretty cool, speaking of women.
Yes, yeah, Rosie the Riveter. So the Cindy Kangas that runs the Capital Area Manufacturers Council has been hosting an event at the state's capital out on the steps for the last couple of years, and we started conversation. I said, "Man, we got to get you inside." And
I have frozen at that event a couple.
Right. So it'll be out here on the 21st from 3:30 to 6 out at the Lansing Airport. But there's a lot of vendors on display. There's numerous speakers. I think there are over 30 speakers.
Wow.
And we have some Rosies that are going to be here to be able to talk about their history, their experience, and we're excited to host it here.
Yeah, and the Rosies are like near 100 years old now.
Right, yeah. Last I knew, I think we've got 3 from within the state of Michigan that are all planning on being here on that Friday.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it'll be fun just to sit down and listen to their stories.
People forget that was all in the 40s.
Yeah, you got to think we've got to keep businesses running, right?
Yeah.
And so that's when all of our men went over to serve, and the women needed to step up and play that role in the manufacturing side, and whether it was building vehicles or building aircrafts. The Rosies were, so critical as we look at what's today in the state of Michigan.
Yeah. One thing you have done is you've heightened the importance of this airport as an economic driver. And as a result, when people are going places to recruit businesses, you're in the trip.
Yes, yeah, definitely involved and tried to stay as engaged as we can, because we're a piece of the puzzle.
You
right?
bet.
So as we're trying to attract a business into this region, the airport, the logistics, passengers, as well as just employees being able to go visit family, to take a vacation. You got to make sure that we've got all of those pieces. And so we're hopefully one of those great assets to the Lansing Economic Area Partners and the Michigan Economic Area Development Corporation. Thank you.
There you go.
As we're working on developing this region, the airport and the infrastructure that we have here is very important.
Well, you're a big part of it, and you've made it a big part. And congratulations again,
Thank
Airport
you.
Operator of the Year for Michigan.
Yep.
Nice going.
Thank you.
honestly.
Thank you.
Nicole Noll-Williams, who is the CEO of this great facility, the Capital Region International Airport. I'm Chris Holman. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.